February is soon coming to a close. With that comes March. Today we will be discussing sneakers to resell in the month of March. If you're not into reselling, that's okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hyped sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically, we'll be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may even sit on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% up to date on all these profitable releases. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter for any urgent updates on any of these, including any Sitelists, raffles, shock drops, etc. Keith Adam 10, and also personals for you. Kicking it off with March 3rd for $140, the Air Max 90 Valentine's Day will be dropping on Nike sneakers in the US. They already dropped at the majority of retailers, therefore I'm not really expecting prices to take too big of a hit following this drop. With that said, I do still expect lunch money on these, primarily in the smaller sizes, which is ironically the opposite of how it usually works for Air Maxes. It's just that this colorway specifically is more favored by females, of course. Of course, Nike sneakers also does have free returns, so no risk anyway. Then on March 4th, we have a massive day. First, we have the Dunk Low City Market dropping for $110. Expect these to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle of course, but that's not the end of March 4th. We have even more than that. Also on March 4th, we have not one, not two, but 4 pairs of Supreme Dunk Lows dropping in black, blue, green, and brown. Expect all of them to be very profitable with great margins, full throttle on all of them, and the best part is that Supreme drops do not interfere with sneakers drops. So of course, you'll be able to go for all the Supreme Dunks as well as the other dunk we just discussed, all in the same day with no conflicts. Also on March 4th for $220, we will be getting the Jordan 4 Golf White Cement, which I actually have made a video about recently. Initially, I'm not expecting these to do well. However, you may be able to make some lunch money off of these in the very large sizes above 10, especially if you have no tax in your state. However, I mainly like these just because of their long-term potential. Moving on to March 5th for $120, the Dunk High Dark Curry will be dropping in the US. I expect these to be profitable in all sizes with a decent margin, but nothing too crazy. Now, prior to moving on, I do have an exciting announcement for those of you who have been patiently waiting. I do thank you. Endurance will finally be restocking on March 2nd, Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 p.m. CET in Europe, tweeted from Keith Adam 10. Endurance is a group to help you fully exploit the secondary market, but what makes Endurance so different though? To start off, Endurance offers numerous softwares completely free for all members to help them exploit drops. All members have access to a location spoofer to help them exploit sneakers stashes, sneakers passes, frenzy drops, etc. All members have access to an autofill tool with auto checkout and auto add to cart to destroy drops and restocks even if they don't have a bot. All members have access to a custom queue bot to help them efficiently pass waiting rooms on sites like Adidas, Finish Line, Mesh, Snipes, and even has a cookie feature for efficiently passing queue on Yeezy supply. There's also a Supreme add to cart bot to make manual checkouts extremely easy, which has now actually been implemented into the autofiller. There's also a Dick's Sporting Goods bypass system, and for any botters, we also offer free software to help you guys out as well. For example, this could turn a one-click Gmail, profile converter, account gen, and much more, and even cheap in-house residential proxies available 24/7 for the most reliable providers. But that's not the end of it. We love innovation, and we're always developing new things to separate us from others. Then, of course, we have amazing relationships with a number of elite commercial bots for group buys that members actually want. My personal favorite, though, above all, Nike sneakers early for shock drops, scratches, AR hunts, sneaker stashes on hyped releases, you name it. So again, the Endurance restock will be on March 2nd, Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 p.m. CET in Europe, tweeted from Keith Adam 10. Mark your calendars and set your alarms. But anyway, moving on. Also on March 5th, we will be getting both Casablanca New Balances drop on the New Balance site. The drop on February 27th is just for Casablanca, which won't be as good since they do charge shipping and it won't be in USD, while New Balance, on the other hand, will have free shipping, it will be in USD, and best of all, they do have free returns too. We'll know more regarding the aftermarket potential for after the Casablanca drop, but as of now, I'd still say that these should be easy small profit with a subpar margin. Nothing too crazy, but easy money nonetheless. nonetheless. After all shipments do come in, I'm not expecting these to do as well as the prior two Casablanca pairs. The 237 will be $130 retail, while the 327 will be $150. Moving on to March 6th, the Yeezy 450 Cloud White will finally be dropping for $200. These have been rumored for a very long time, since 2019 in fact, when they were originally called the 451. Although these may not look like the nicest Yeezy or sneaker in general for that matter, demand is extremely high currently. I'd expect these to be very profitable with a very good margin too. I'll update you guys as we do get closer to the drop, of course. But wait, that's not the end of March 6th. It gets even better than that, guys. The Jordan 1 University Blue will finally be dropping after their initial delay on March 6th for $170 in men and $130 in grade school sizes. I expect both men and grade school sizes to be very profitable with great margins as well. The demand on these is absolutely absurd. Also, we actually just recently saw exclusive access for these today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you so happen to miss it, please make sure that you do follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, and personals for you. This way, you're always 100% up to date on these urgent things, and of course, be sure to subscribe and enable post notifications just so you're always in the loop 24/7. Then on March 8th for $180, we will finally be getting the Kobe 6 All-Star after their initial delay as well. I expect these to be profitable with a good margin, nothing too crazy though. Moving on to March 9th, we have the Popcorn Blazer and also the Popcorn Air Force 1. The Air Force 1 retails for $120 and surprisingly has pretty decent demand as of now. I'd say these definitely have some potential for lunch money, perhaps with a subpar margin, and the Blazer do retail for $110 and they don't unfortunately have the same amount of demand. At best, I could see lunch money only for people who don't have tax in their state with a poor margin still. Also on the 9th for $110, the Dunk High All-Star will be releasing. I expect all sizes to be profitable with a decent margin, nothing too amazing though, but easy money nonetheless. Also on March 9th for $230, we'll be getting the Foamposite All-Star. Sadly, even though I think that these are awesome, foam hype is just no longer there, and I don't expect these to be too much different. Personal only for these as of now, but I do actually expect these to sell out, so don't sleep if you do want a personal. Then on March 10th, we have another insane day. The Dunk High Syracuse will be dropping for $110, and I believe grade school should also be dropping for these too. Expect all sizes to be profitable with a great margin for both the men and grade school, but as for the preschool or any other toddler preschool, I would not concern about those. Also March 10th, the Dunk Low Black and White will be dropping for $100. Expect all sizes to be very profitable with a great margin as well. However, this will only be for US as Europe has already released these. Also on March 10th for $100, we will be seeing the Dunk Low Orange Pearl release in the US. Same situation, Europe has already dropped these, but now US is dropping these. Expect all sizes to be very profitable with a great margin too. Then on March 12th for $150, the Cosmic Unity Space Hippie will be dropping. I don't have good expectations at all for these as of now, but I'm sort of in between completely brick to potential lunch money right now, so I'll have to keep you guys updated on this one. More importantly, on March 12th for $125, sneakers will be dropping the Dunk High Carpet Company. Carpet Company has already did their rigged raffle, which has ended already, so this will be our last chance to get these. Expect all sizes to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle of course. Also on March 12th for $140, the Adidas ZX8000 Sean Wotherspoon Super Earth will be dropping. I know it's a Sean Wotherspoon and that's hype of course, but looking back at his prior Adidas pair, I don't have good expectations for these in all honesty. For now, I'll say primarily a personal pair, at best lunch money potential. Then on March 13th for $190, the Jordan 9 Change the World will be dropping. Personal only for these as of now, and you might even be able to get these for under retail in the secondary market if you do really want a pair. Then on March 15th for $230, the Yeezy 380 Coverlight will be releasing. Like all recent 380s, I don't have good expectations for these, personal only, and you'll probably be able to get these for under retail in the secondary market as well, but of course we'll see as we approach the drop. It's very possible that Adidas might want to do something extremely limited in 2021 for the 380s, but we'll have to see as we actually approach the drop. Then on March 20th for $190, the Jordan 3 Georgetown will be dropping. These have solid potential for easy lunch money, primarily in the larger sizes and mostly for people who don't have tax in their state. Then on March 27th for $200, the Yeezy 700 V3 Kyanite will finally be dropping after their initial delay. All sizes should be profitable with a good margin, one of the many drops to look forward to during this insane month. If you notice, the end of March kind of seemed like it slowed down, but even though the beginning was absolutely insane, just keep in mind when we're this far out, not all releases are disclosed. You know, there are still plenty of updates. That's why you should definitely subscribe and enable post notifications, because there should definitely be some more heat towards the end of the month, as there always is, and of course I'll keep you guys updated on that. But now there are also some other drops that don't have release dates just yet, since we're pretty far out. The Dunk Low Golf should drop sometime in March for $100. Expect all sizes to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin for these. The Air Max 90 Bacon is supposed to be dropping in March as well for $140. These actually have a lot of hype behind them from their past release long ago, many years ago, so I definitely expect them to be profitable with a good margin at the very least. Large sizes specifically will definitely perform the best for these. Also, the Clot Air Max 1 Kiss of Death will be dropping sometime in March. The original Juice Store raffle release is in February, of course, but the March release is going to be the one outside Juice Store. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin. Then, the Yeezy 700 V2 Cream is also supposed to be dropping in March for $300. All sizes under 8 should be profitable with a subpar margin, and possibly even lunch money for larger sizes for those of you who don't have tax in their state. I'll have to keep you guys updated on these with the exact details, of course. And finally, the Yeezy 350 Ash Pearl will also be dropping sometime in March. However, unfortunately, when it comes to these, I really don't expect anything fantastic. At best, I could see lunch money in sizes under 8. And if you don't have tax in your state, maybe you can make a couple of dollars off the larger sizes with a very, very poor margin. So definitely not the best release. But overall, as you guys can see, March is looking like one of the best months we've seen in a very long time. And this comes from a lot of February releases that have been delayed into March, so now it just keeps on stacking up. This month is absolutely incredible. Normally February is the incredible month, but this year I have to go with March. This month is just absolutely insane. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I hope you guys will have fantastic luck this month as well. Anyway, that will conclude it. Remember that the limited endurance restock will take place on March 2nd, Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 p.m. CET in Europe. Tweeted from Keith Adam 10. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed or you perhaps learned a thing or two. Subscribe and enable post notifications if you happen to be new. And of course, follow my Twitter, Keith Adam 10, and personals for you for any urgent update. With that though, enjoy the rest of your day and good luck on all these releases.